3,000-mile trek through 5 countries in southern Africa. I wrote a book about it called Twilight of the Wild. After that, I went over into the West Indies, particularly an island called Montserrat. If you're not familiar with Montserrat, it's a beautiful little island. It's only about 30 square miles. You barely ever see it on the map. I love it when I get down there. I get really spoiled. I get to rent this big, beautiful mansion that has a beach on the Caribbean Sea. But it's right next to a volcano that erupts about 3 times a week. So I get the place really cheap. But 80% of the natives have moved. There. Now this beautiful young lady here is a red-tailed hawk. And the way they get the name of that red-tailed hawk is you can see that beautiful brick red tail she's got there. Now, don't let that be a giveaway, because believe it or not, there's actually more red-tailed hawks in the world with brown tails. They actually don't get a red tail until they're over a year old. For instance, there is not a hawk or a falcon or an eagle in the world that can see anything at night. As soon as that sun drops, they can't see it. That bird's smacking you upside your head all day. Yeah. So they hide. Now, the reason little birds do that, though, is they know when they go to sleep at night that this owl can sneak up on them and eat them. So they figure, you know what, we can't kill him, we can't even hurt him, but we can all really annoy him. If we can annoy him enough, he'll fly away and eat some other little bird that's really far away from us. He's got a button on his toe that makes him move better. All right. One more try. She's better at it. Lights and everything. He's used to it because he's done it his whole life. Since he was around 2 or 3 days old, he was always out and around people. So, you know, it's something he's used to. But he's a wild animal, and you're not going to change that. He's not looking like a ruthless killer right now. But he can be. So he prefers the owl stuffing life. When we travel, he loves the box. To him, that's nothing but a portable hollow tree. At home, he's got a dark chamber where he stays in. He loves that darkness. So again, this is called the great eagle owl. It's the largest species of owl in the world, but they're also the longest lived. His grandfather died at the age of 67 years old. But what's even more incredible than that, if he lives to be in his 60s like his grandfather did, he'll be awake the entire time. This owl has not slept in 22 years. Owls don't sleep at all. See, many assume owls sleep during the day because they're nocturnal. But actually the definition of nocturnal strictly means to hunt at night. It doesn't matter what you're doing during the day. You could be a lawyer, it's irrelevant. It's what you do at night. And at nighttime they hunt and they do all that, but during the day they hide, they conceal themselves. They do not want to be the center of attention. But they're always aware of their surroundings all the time. I've had about 30 different owls that have lived in my home in the past dozen years. And I can sadly tell you from experience that if your owl ever looks like it's sleeping, it's dead. You don't need a doctor, you need a shovel. It's dead. They don't joke, they don't kid around. I took a lecture one time, and sitting in the front row was Hulk Hogan, the professional wrestler. And as soon as I take out a snake, no, it wasn't one of my cobras, or it wasn't one of my big 200-pounders. It was a snake one of my kids hold. As soon as I take that snake out, he jumps up on his chair and starts screaming like a baby. I figured that would be it, but it wasn't. He continued to scream, and then he decides to jump over 2 aisles of chairs, and he lands on the lap of Vanna White. Now, she there, kids, turns those letters on Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's what she did when I was your age. Now she just points, and they light up. Why they could not have thought of that 20 years ago, I don't know. But he had no reason why. It wasn't like he's ever been attacked by anything. So again, it's that irrational fear. I've got a little snake with me today. There. Now, this lovely young lady here is named Oreo. See her belly looks like cookies and cream ice cream. Yeah, this is Oreo, and she's a boa. She's a boa, and still young, full grown. She'll be about 10 foot long or so. The first thing people notice when they see snakes, though, is the way they stick their tongue in and out. That's how snakes smell. Right here, she's just checking the room out, see what's going on. In the wild, though, she'd smell for her food. When she sees something she wants, she's going to quick call back her head and she'll bite. Do stress the fact that they do bite. I don't say that to get people nervous or anything. It's just to set us a little something straight. See, through the years, there's times I've been doing a program and afterwards, and you know, still holding the snake, and people were coming up and talking to me. And I've had people, I mean, even full-grown adults who I feel should know better, we'll just walk up and just like blatantly start patting her on her head like she's a labradoodle or something. That's not a really cool thing to do. It's a snake, you know, and snakes, they have a thing called being head shy. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You go and touch their head, they're going to bite you. It's very common for snakes. So I said, listen, that wasn't a good idea because they could be head shy, you might end up getting bit. And with the utmost confidence, they tell me, oh, no, this is a boa. They squeeze their food, they don't bite. And that is really, really wrong. I've got stitches from head to toe. For python and boas and anaconda bites. I've earned every single one of them, but they will tear you open. Easy. See, yes, they do squeeze their food. But the food is not going to volunteer to die. So they got to catch it's not even going to bother moving if it isn't hungry. You know, I've seen an anaconda grab a pig off a riverbank, take an hour and a half to swallow whole, and then curl up beneath the tree and lay there for 4 months. Do nothing for 4 months. At first you think that's just a dumb old silly snake, but you know what, it isn't. That is the most intelligent snake out there. Because for one, they do not want to waste their energy. Wasting your energy in the wild kills you. Wild animals cannot do it. It is only the human with the treadmill. And only a certain type of human like us. So they get the biggest kick of telling all the natives in the Amazon that this amazing machine that we've made that makes us run as fast as we possibly can, but we go nowhere. They have no clue why we do this to ourselves. There, now, she's an albino. This is a Burmese python. She's a baby. She'd have a binky, a bonnet, and a bow right now. She is a baby. This young lady, full grown, is going to be about 20 feet long and weigh over 225 pounds. She's about 40 pounds right now. She'll put on almost another 200 pounds on top of what she is. And double, if not almost triple in length. They don't like this at all. For one, they don't have any eyelids, so they always look like they're staring at you. That freaks people out. And they're not going to break out a smile anytime soon. So you don't know what's on their mind or if they had a bad day. I can tell when they're on me, when they breathe and when they move. But a lot of people don't want to figure that out by wrapping around their neck. So that's out. So again, we like things cute and cuddly, things we can relate to, and that's why we make movies called Free Willy. And I will assure you, Free Snakey will not be at a theater near you anytime soon.